Okay, so this week we're getting back to the JapanCast.net roots of anime. And we're going to study a scene from K-On!
That's very popular, right?
Very popular. So we have quite a few words and phrases this week for you guys.
Yes.
So listen carefully, and then we'll watch a scene.
Right. So, number 1. 入部希望者。入部希望者。Okay. 入部 means joining a club. And 希望者 means applicant or candidate. Okay. And number 2, ようこそ. Many people probably know this already. ようこそ. Welcome. Then we usually say ようこそへ, which means welcome to. So, welcome to JapanCast. ようこそ JapanCast へ. Okay. Number 3, 歓迎. 歓迎. 歓迎 means welcome. It's a noun. And 歓迎する, if you add する, it's going to be a verb. So, to welcome. And then, you have to listen to this one. 歓迎いたします. 歓迎いたします. So, it has the same meaning as 歓迎する, to welcome, but this is a humble way of saying it. So, we have,敬語, respectful version, speech. So, this one is humble. So, you are lower than the person you're talking to. You lower yourself. So, 歓迎いたします. Humble version of to welcome. And する means to do. And いたす is a humble version of to do something. Number 4, お茶. Tea, お茶. And number 5, 準備. 準備 means preparation. Okay. And then number 6, どうぞ. どうぞ. And どうぞ means go ahead. And number 7, 召し上がって. 召し上がって. This is a te form of 召し上がる. The verb 召し上がる. This is an honorific form of to eat. You already know 食べる, right? To eat. But this is an honorific form. 召し上がる. So, and the humble form of 召し上がる or to eat, 食べる is いただく. So, you have to know 3 of them. Regular one, 食べる. Honorific one, 召し上がる. And humble one, いただく. Okay, and number 8, おいしい. Yummy, tasty, delicious. Number 9, やめる. やめる to quit. Okay? And number 10, どんな音楽. どんな音楽. どんなmeans what kind of or what type of. And 音楽 music. So どんな音楽 means what kind of music, what type of music. Okay? And number 11, やりたい. やりたい means want to do something. This is a colloquial form of したい. やる is a colloquial form of to do something. You already know する is to do, but やる is a colloquial way of saying する. And たい, やりたい, this たい means I want to do something, want to. Okay. Number 12, どんなバンド. どんなバンド. どんな you already know what kind of, what type of. Bando is band, group, music band, bando. And then number 13, ギタリスト. If I say ギタリスト, do you know what it...
Guitarist.
Okay. So, ギタリスト, guitarist. Right? Then number 14, yappa. Yappa. So yappa is the same as yappari. Yappari means of course or absolutely. So yappa is a colloquial way of saying yappari.
Okay.
Yappa. Then number 15. 言わなきゃ。言わなきゃ。言わなきゃ means I have to say or I have to tell. So this comes from you to say something. And this なきゃ, this is a colloquial way of saying I have to or I must do this. So if you hear なきゃ, it usually means I have to or it has to be done or must. And number 16, 実は。実は。実は means to be honest or to tell you the truth. 実は。And number 17, guitar. We say guitar. In English?
Guitar.
Guitar. In Japanese, guitar. Right? The last one, number 18, 弾けない。弾けない。So, 弾けない means colloquial way of saying cannot play. I cannot play, like instrument in this case. So this comes from 弾く, to play an instrument. And 弾けない is cannot play. If you want to say I do not play, even though if you can, I just don't play, then you say 弾かない. This is a regular negative form. 弾く to play an instrument. 弾かない is negative. And 弾けない is cannot play. Okay?
Great. Okay, that's a lot. 18. 18.
Yes.
So, let's take a look at this scene from Keon and listen carefully for all of those phrases and see if you can catch them all. I think you'll probably want to replay this over and over again because there's quite a lot to learn.
Right?
Here we go.
みんな入部希望者が来たぞ。本当か。わあ、ようこそ軽音部へ歓迎いたしますわ。よーし麦、お茶の準備だ。はい。どうしよう。どうぞ召し上がって。おいしい。やめるのやめようかな。平沢さんはどんな音楽やりたいの？どんなバンドが好きか。好きなギタリストは？やっぱ言わなきゃ。実はギターなんて弾けないって。
Okay, did you guys catch all of it? I hope so. For those of you who are donation subscribers, check your email. You'll be getting a email with additional study materials for this section as a thank you for continuing to support us.
Right.
So, thank you again. And coming up next, the mailbag. All right, in the mailbag this week, we got a letter from Josh, actually to me. And he writes, I live in California and I'm also married to a Japanese spouse, so thank you for hosting together. I get a good picture of a thriving intercultural marriage. Now for my question. As an American married to a Japanese wife, are you accustomed to taking off your shoes every time you come home from work? Excuse me for being...
バカ正直.
バカ正直.
Remember the word?
I always have trouble with katakana.
Baka. You should know baka.
Thriving intercultural marriage, eh?
Baka. You should know baka.
But it can really get on my nerves sometimes. I respect the Japanese traditions for the most part, but I get hassled for walking to the bathroom after a long drive home. I think it sets off a yellow light for communication. I mean, the desire to break into meaningful conversation is affected by the nitpicking of traditions. How do you guys feel about this issue? Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I don't know if you're going to like my answer too much.
Probably not.
I was raised in a very, very neat and clean house, and we always took our shoes off, or almost always took our shoes off before going into the house.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't much of a leap to
Natural,
have
right?
a gekkan at the back porch. And in fact, we're in the JapanCast studios are in my office for my company, and I actually require my clients to take their shoes off before they come into my office. It's a very nice office. I have nice bamboo flooring, and I think that it keeps it clean. So I've always taken my shoes off, no matter how much of a hurry I'm in. I'd always have taken my shoes off before going into the house. We talked a little bit about people here and how you think about, like, you have a contractor coming to work on your house.
Plumber, or electrician.
What did you think about that? That they just come in with their shoes on?
I don't like it, but I live in America, so it's not a common thing to take off your shoes before entering the house. So
Right.
I respect Americans, tradition and culture. So I don't say anything. I don't like it, like I said, but I can clean it, if I didn't like it. I saw the spot and I can clean it, so it's okay.
I should email Josh before this goes on the air and say, don't let your wife watch this because she's going to be like, yes. But no, truthfully, because of my upbringing, I just view shoes as being very dirty, and it just makes for more housework. The floors just get all dirty. We have a tile floor, and you get footprints all over it, and it's more work to keep everything clean that way. So for me, it's just been natural to do that. I mean, it's not always. There are times when I'll forget, or I'm in a really big rush and we've got to get something, and I'll go in. But
really heavy stuff like salt.
Yeah, if I'm carrying salt for the water softener, I'll probably keep my shoes on to walk through. But I'd say 99% of the time, no matter what rush I'm in, I don't wear my shoes in the house. So it's all right. I did have an idea for you guys, and I thought this was a really good way to interact a little bit more. What I'd like you to do is, if you have a question or you want to practice Japanese a little bit, create a YouTube video. YouTube is free. Anybody can create an account. You can use your web camera to upload. So a video question or comment, or even if you just want to practice something, record it to YouTube. Email us the link to hitomi@japancast.net, and in the subject line, put video question, and we might feature it on a future episode. Thought that'd be a real fun way to interact with you guys a little bit more versus you just watching us. So go ahead and do it. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Everybody starts out as a beginner. Nobody's perfect. I'm definitely not fluent in Japanese, and I have a Japanese wife. So.
And I'm not fluent in English, and I have an American husband.
So don't be shy. Definitely, give it your best shot. And I think it helps other people when you take the chance and speak in Japanese. It encourages other people to give it a shot too. So definitely give that a try. And I think that's all we have for this week. Thank you to our supporters, our people who donate to us. We do appreciate that very much. Thanks to Audible for sponsoring us, and we'll see you again soon.
じゃあまたね。